Hey friends, it's Natana. Welcome to day two of Barre Blend by BODi by BODi. We are getting this workout in. We have made commitments to ourselves. Life is hard and we just have to get stronger every day, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Beautiful, lovely, amazing things are happening. I am a highly sensitive woman. I am highly intuitive, empathic, psychic, you name it, there is that. There's a spiritual war that has been going on always and forever, regardless if we need to name it or not. It doesn't matter. And that war outside of ourselves is also inside of ourselves internally. Not everybody is aware of the internal or external battles going on, but I know you could see physical representations of this in the world every day with such divide going on so greatly. I am an Aquarius sun, and Aquarius is all about serving the collective. At the same time, Aquarius is also the rebel of the zodiac. We are the revolutionary, so we will burn down things. Like think of the Tower card in the tarot, break down to break through. We will burn things down to start anew. And I'm also Scorpio rising, so rising the Phoenix, same thing will happen. I will burn everything down to start anew. I destroy my own art because it's my heart, and I'm like, people don't deserve access to anything, and so I'll destroy all things. And I'm just being sentimental. I am such a sentimental person, yet I'm so willing to burn everything down because I am that sensitive and protective over it that I'd rather it be destroyed so that way no one has access to it than let it be. It's so interesting. Not saying that's what you guys should do in the world, just kind of talking out loud and giving an example of what I'm talking about. So anyways, going back to this Aquarius notion of community and tribe, and seeing this divide in the world between everybody. What are you doing internally for yourself to be whole, to be one, to be the light, to be that lighthouse, to shine that light for others? I had a really hard day the other day. And it's really surprising because really beautiful, lovely things are actually happening in my life and have just been constantly unfolding. And it's been like a marathon to keep up with this space-time shift that I'm going through. I'm thinking to myself, oh, this must be the ADHD coming out, like as I get older as a woman, I'm experiencing more ADHD symptoms and signs, which I do have ADHD. When I went to my bio-neurofeedback therapist, she did EEG on me and she was like, yeah, you definitely have bipolar, well, I do have bipolar type 2, but you have ADHD, but nobody will diagnose me with it because of the bipolar and other things that overlap so much they don't want to. And I'm not going to treat myself with medications anyways because I've lived 36 years highly functioning through all of these things. I did take medications for a bit for my bipolar, which, I was doing therapy. I disassociate. I wanted to stay in my body. So I gave myself the opportunity to do something like that. And that greatly supported me through therapy and helped. It was really cool. And now that I'm off of that medication, I can really notice big, big feelings. And I'm re-meeting myself where I'm at this time around. So coming back to this war, right? We are a reflection of everything around us, and everything around us is a reflection of us, as within, so without, as above, so below. We couldn't know something without being that, because there's no way you could perceive that which you are not. Just like when Christopher Columbus was sailing to the Americas with a ship, Native Americans had never seen ships like that and could not perceive exactly what that is, because how could they know something that they've never known? My computer died on me, guys. I'm plugging it in. That's why I had to stop my workout. Anyways, when we know ourselves, gnosis, when we take the time to embody all that is, explore all that is, participate in all that is, the good, the bad, without naming it, letting it be neutral and experiencing it, having all the feelings and being okay with that, That is being at the truest state of self. Tying this conversation into animal kingdom. And I was watching an interview with Elon Musk the other day, and he had said that he believes we are the smartest species on planet Earth. I think mostly because we talk, have a language, and believe that we have cognitive dissonance that animals don't have. And for me, I sit here and think to myself, well, we're very primal, we're very primitive, we are very aggressive, we very much lack empathy. We are trying to separate ourselves instead of bring ourselves together. We'll let people die because we don't want to be bothered by the fact that they're bothering us, in the sense that it's taking away from us, and it's just like there's a fine line between finding healthy boundaries and participating in things versus being a human and having humane actions in your life. I believe animals are far more empathic and compassionate and evolved than the human race. Yes, they do have the food chain and eat each other, though nature and animals thrive together. Human beings, nature, and animals do not. And the common factor of that is the human being. So tying back around to this whole war outside of ourselves and inside of ourselves, what is it that you do every day to be in yourself, to know yourself, to embody yourself, to experience yourself, to check in with yourself? I do things like I exercise, I journal, I talk to myself, I do these videos. This is greatly helpful for me just to get through my thoughts and feelings. I mentor others to help them because that helps me. I do EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique tapping. There's a lot of different things. Breath work. I've taken psychiatric drugs. I've taken psychedelic drugs. I've done therapy. There's just so many things that you can do to know yourself and experience yourself and really take yourself away from these reflections of others. Now is the greatest time to be a self-leader and not a follower. I am a natural born leader. I don't like being told what to do. I have a natural Aries Mars placement. I am a manifester in human design. I am the one that everybody is waiting to initiate. So that way they know what to do. They're waiting for me to tell them what I'm going to do. So that way they know how to respond. Naturally, my aura is that. Okay. I hold great power in myself and I take great responsibility for that power, because just the smallest things that I do ripple major waves through the cosmos. Not to say that others don't. I just know me. I don't know them. I'm participating in me and I'm taking a responsibility for me. And with that responsibility comes great power. Great power comes with responsibility. I don't know, dyslexia here. Let me take a sip of my coffee. So anyways, guys, I made it through the other day. My coworkers were a major part of that making it through. They were amazing. I did end up taking some of my medication that would be for like panic attacks. And it helped somewhat to at least get my body in a state of safety, though my mind was still at a 50 out of a 10, It was definitely not enjoyable. Those are days that I definitely would call out and I would just take care of myself all day long. I'm kind of in a little bit of a different position now where I don't have as much freedom or flexibility in here I am, day 2, getting this workout done in my life. And I'm actually shifting that. And that's part of this big wave change that came in, this big wave of emotions, is actually, doing things more for myself in such a grand way to help me in the long run, to give me all that space time that I know that I need, because I am so highly sensitive and I am a natural leader. So sometimes getting to the goal is very trying and overwhelming, even though it is amazing and fun and beautiful and empowering and strengthening. It's not always easy, right? Like showing up to get these workouts done. Owie, owie, you just saw me hit my butt. That means muscles are growing. This is burning. This is not easy. It looks easy and it's not. Look at me. I'm beating that booty because damn, we are growing that butt, right? So guys, again, I'm going to ask you, how do you show up for yourself? What are you doing? Are you eating healthy? For me, I found it's taken me years to work through my emotional eating, and I still work through that emotional eating, though I'm at a place now through years of practice that I can show up greater for myself with grace and ease and emotionally can accept these things and practice them. And I'm so thankful for that, because there are heart issues in my family, and I have cousins that are just a few years older than me that have already been diagnosed with congestive heart failure. That's what my grandma died from. That's what my mom is struggling with. My uncle just had open heart surgery. 2 or 3 more of my aunts have heart issues like AFib or congestive. So for me, a whole food, plant-based, no processed oil diet is what's best. I do have meat from time to time when I feel like, man, I just really want some meat, and I don't deprive myself, and I do more of like an 80-20 lifestyle. Though I know that even mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, I thrive on that whole food, plant-based, no processed oil diet. It's amazing just how much my body responds to it, how much my body drops weight, how much stress my body lets go of, and how much clarity emotionally and spiritually I have when I eat like that. It's so powerful. I brought back my Shakeology in my life. I got my vegan cookies and cream this time. And it's like in the past, I used to work out, have my shake, and I would cry. Now I work out, have my shake, and I don't have to cry. But in the end of this video, you're definitely going to see me have an emotional release, and I don't even have my shake. But going back to this shake, having that shake with all these superfoods in it helped my body just let go always and forever. Like it's like whatever, safety blanket of nerve endings that I have on this body. When I have my shake, it just melts it away, and I'm able to feel whole. And it's just amazing to me, because like I've ate really healthy for quite some time, took supplements, all kinds of things, exercised, did all the meditations, went outside, did therapies, all the things. Yet all I can do is have a freaking shake, and it's like it just all kind of melts away. And I don't know if it's psychosomatic or not, and I don't really fucking care. And I tell my massage clients the same thing. I said, it doesn't really matter what helped you get out of pain, just as long as it helped you move the pain. And to me, as a provider of pain relief for massage therapy, I really encourage clients to take every single win and run with that. And if it works for you, don't let anybody tell you any other way. Even if it didn't work for them, it doesn't fucking matter. They are not you. You are not them. You do you, boo. What works for you is what works best. And don't let anybody tell you any other way if it's working. If it's not working, that's something completely different, right? So I'm just saying all this to say, the best way that we can love ourselves, embody ourselves, be ourselves is 1, to be honest with ourselves, 2, to show up for ourselves, and 3, to take acknowledgement of what is really going on for ourselves. So I am feeling better. It was a hard day to recover from, and luckily I was in control of my schedule yesterday, so I got to have way more me time than I would normally have, which is super needed. I got a little bit of cooking done this week. Has really been like trying on me just to even get my food plan properly done, my house cleaned and cleansed, learning new things, taking care of clients, taking care of new clients, being encouraged and pushed and asked and then offered and then reinstated to offer even new things that I had done in the past that I had no desire to move forward with any longer. That's calling me back. Okay, so it's just beautiful big shifts that are happening outside of myself and within myself. And I'm being called, and am I going to answer? Am I going to answer the call? Are you going to answer the call to yourself, to your soul, to your life, to your mission, to your purpose, to your path? What the fuck are you doing here on planet Earth? What are you here to do? What is your biggest dream? If money wasn't an issue, if time wasn't an issue, if degrees weren't an issue, if education wasn't an issue, if family wasn't an issue, if there was no issues, and you could do whatever it is that you wanted to do, that your heart desired the most, what would you do? How would you show up? What could you do? I want to ask you two questions. What would you do for yourself? And then once self was taken care of, what would you do for the planet? Because I think this is the biggest key that we are missing here on planet Earth today. We have to take care of ourselves to show up for others. And people don't like that because they think it's selfish, but really they are selfish because they are forcing you to do something for them that they refuse to do for themselves. Okay? Not saying that's everybody, just saying that's the majority of things that are going on. Stand true in who you are. Be proud of who you are. Come to yourself with greatest love possible. Love that inner child that's been broken and heal that inner baby. And you be that strongest adult, that safest adult, that most loving adult for yourself. And you will show others what it's like to shine that inner light, to be that lighthouse, to be the light, to love themselves, to show themselves, to be that inner adult, that big adult for their inner baby. I'm saying all this stuff because it matters. It matters about that spiritual, physical war that I was talking about outside of ourselves, within ourselves, as above, so below, as within, so without. Gnosis, know thyself. Who are you? Who are you? I am just a reflection of you. You are just a reflection of me. We could use the words good and bad, but it doesn't matter because neutrality is all that is. And again, you could not know one without the other, and you could not perceive that which you are not. Okay? And so if you could perceive something you don't like, you are that too, and that's okay. It's okay to have a full range of emotions. That's what they are there for. They are a guiding compass to let you know how you actually feel. So this is that moment at the end of the workout, and I'm crying. I know you can't see, but I am talking to myself and just praying that I can be what I am and allow it with grace and ease, because big shifts that are beautiful are happening and it feels scary. But I know I'm not alone. I'm never alone, and nor are you, because we're always together. I appreciate each and every single one of you for always supporting me, and I am always going to be there as well, supporting you on this planet. I hope you guys have such a lovely, what is today, Friday? Take care of yourself, drink plenty of water, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.